It's time for the MCTS Experience mini episode.
Welcome, everybody. We're pretty excited today to have on this mini episode of the MCTS Experience another former graduate made good. With us today is Alondra Rivera. Did you go to Ewing High School?
Yeah, I attended Ewing High School, and then I got the opportunity to come to Mercer County Vocational School for 2 years.
And you graduated in 16?
Yep, 2016.
Thanks for coming back and joining us. And she comes back and she helps out with stuff here at the school now. You've judged contests for us, given demonstrations to the students, talked to the kids. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I went to Ewing High School. I actually came from Ohio. I spent about 14 years there. And then moved here. My dad located jobs. And I got the opportunity to attend Ewing High School. And then one day, my guidance counselor was like, hey, did you hear that there's vocational school? And I was like, what is that? Never heard of it in my life. And I go ahead and I apply extremely late. And
How late? When you say extremely late, how late?
like literally a day before the cutoff. It was so late that I was like, I probably have no opportunity to actually get into the program. And I actually knew that the culinary program only had one, since there are two different campuses. I actually got into the culinary program, and when I got the news, I was like, well, this is great, and didn't go visit it or anything, and they just picked me.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Who was that counselor? Who do we have to thank?
So Mrs. Heisepew actually picked me.
Yes.
Directly.
Who is the counselor? Miss Heistepew knows a good student when she sees
She
one.
does. She knows how to pick them, Mick. She knows how to pick them.
The counselor was Mrs. Roth from Ewing High School.
All right. Thank you, Mrs. Roth, for recommending.
Hey, changing
Alondra to
lives.
us.
Changing lives.
So, and what have you been up to? What have you been up to since?
So I have been attending Johnson & Wales University. I was actually able to go because I came to Mercer County Vocational School. I actually received about $10,000, actually no, even more than that.
Really?
About $12,000 in scholarships just through Skills USA, ProStart, and Mercer County scholarships that I got because Mr. Simic told me to apply.
That's amazing.
So
that's fantastic.
So $12,000 is now in your pocket, and you don't have to pay that back.
Nope, I got the CDA scholarship for 2 years for my associate's degree. So that was actually able to help me cover school.
Wow,
unbelievable!
And you're currently working for Johnson & Wales, or you're attending, and you're here today on campus. You're doing a demo. Tell everybody about the demo you're doing for our culinary class.
So a few months ago, I checked my emails and I saw a really good job opportunity. It was a culinary roadrunner. So I actually looked into it, and it's actually someone that goes to different high schools and they put on cooking demonstrations and presentations about Johnson & Wales University. The reason why we do this is we actually want to make sure that the students are aware of their options.
Okay.
And also this allows the ability, if they can't come to Johnson & Wales, we come to them. So I actually live in Providence. So I drove all the way over here to come visit the school.
You live in Providence, Rhode Island.
I live in Providence, Rhode Island.
Oh, my Lord.
That's where Johnson & Wales is located, I believe.
Yes, that's one of our 4 locations.
Okay.
I had a friend that went to Salve Regina.
How did they do?
They transferred. They went to Trenton State. It's a great school, but we're more important about Johnson & Wales. How do you like? Do you love the school? Do you love the facility?
I absolutely love it. I already have my associate's degree in culinary arts. Through the school, I actually got a lot of great opportunities. I actually worked at the Sagamore in upstate New York and nearby Lake George, and I actually worked there for about 4 or 5 months in their Italian restaurant, and I actually know how to hand toss dough and make pizza.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
So that's what I did for about 4 or 5 months on my internship.
So the next time you come back, you come back to the school.
We should have a pizza making contest. I am infamous for my homemade pizza.
He likes to compete with the students and get beat.
I see that.
You're challenging the chess champion to chess games. You're challenging Alondra, who can obviously whip your butt at anything culinary.
I'm a glutton for punishment. What can I tell you?
Culinary all the way, man.
Tell us a little bit more about a culinary roadrunner. Now, what exactly does that mean, roadrunner? That's when you're going to different places.
So a culinary roadrunner, it's actually temporary. So it actually only lasts for about 3 to 4 months. And it gives students the opportunity to actually show off their culinary skills. So when I got this email, there's actually some requirements. Really good grades, high GPA, make sure that you have your associate's degree in culinary arts. So I just put on my skills to the students. I visually show them what I'm doing, explain what I'm doing, and also incorporating information about the school at the same time.
Yeah.
I also feel that it's really important to incorporate the students in the demonstration because a lot of times I've had my own personal demonstration. I've seen students, I've sat there listening to other people talk, and I just get so bored. So I actually really make sure that the students have that experience to be involved and feel like they're a part of something, and I tend to really grab their attention.
Did Johnson & Wales give you a rubric or some bullet points, and then they said you need to come up with your own system, or like you incorporating students and drawing this out? This seems like you As I hear you explain it, and as everyone hears you explain it, it seems like it's something that you felt inside of you and passionate about. Is that did they give you that idea, or did you incorporate that yourself?
So I incorporated it myself. When I did do my training for about 2 weeks, we did get all the information needed about Johnson Wales, things that they offer, sports, clubs, how to apply, how to really get involved, maybe extracurriculars like internships and study abroads. And with all that information, I had to really set up how I actually wanted to present this to my students. So the first couple of tries, it was still really personal, but I really didn't understand how to put everything together. And as I went on to the other classes and I continued to do this, I was actually able to kind of adjust the way I spoke to the students. So the way I speak to them is, I guess, a way they need to be talked to. Very polite, very respectful, but at the same time, very serious and honest. I give them nothing but honest answers, things that I went through personally and things I know they actually think about, things that they are worried about when they do go away to college.
Sure.
So
that message must be a lot clearer coming from someone. You're 20 years old. You're a lot closer to their age than some old dude.
Yeah, who graduated about 10 years ago. But especially for the kids that do attend Mercer County Vocational School, I think it definitely hits them a little more to heart because I went to school here. So I actually requested to make sure I had the school. The school wasn't on the list.
Oh, that's
but
nice.
I really wanted to come here and show my chef and show everybody where I'm at.
Yeah.
Wow.
We appreciate you coming back. It's
Yeah,
great.
I actually love it. I love talking to students. And because I actually started doing this, it actually allowing me to figure out what I want to do when I graduate. So I actually decided to continue my education and get my master's in
Good for you.
education.
Unbelievable.
It's funny hearing you say that you figured out how to speak kidneyese, which is something we as instructors, that's a made-up language that I say. Really powerful teachers, instructors, communicators learn how to meet people right where they are. Everybody hears those buzzwords, know your audience, know your audience, know your audience. But when you're dealing with young guys and girls that are emerging adults and you're morphing, you're in adulthood now, and these guys and girls are 2, 3, 5 years behind you. You know exactly how to land the plane. And that is such a gift. It's unbelievable to hear you at 20 years old be able to make that connection. Because we've seen people that they're phenomenal at what they do in terms of a trade area, but they can't convey and articulate that to the younger audience, the maybe the more accomplished audience, et cetera. So kudos to you. Congratulations.
Well done. Well done.
I think it's has a lot to do with my personal experience. I come from a very strict household, and the way I was raised is, always appreciative of everything that I have. So because of that, it's really the reason why I am today, and also the people that I surround myself with. When I was in high school, telling you, I slept in class. I did nothing. I didn't really enjoy high school. And then when I came to Mercer County, my chef, my instructors, everybody actually gave me the sense of feeling that I had a purpose, that I really belonged here. So I think if it wasn't because of them, I probably wouldn't be where I am now.
Wow.
Actually got my first job through Mercer County Vocational School.
And tell everybody where that was.
I actually worked at a restaurant in Princeton called España, and I worked there for almost 2 years. I worked a station by myself, and that actually helped me get a job.
You ran the station upstairs. I remember
All by myself.
Mrs. Nash and I going there on date night, and I remember seeing you working in there, and incredible. Oh, that's so cool.
That's very cool.
Yes, I have a lot of I haven't worked in many places, but every place that I work at, it has a purpose. I've worked at Walgreens. It gives me customer service, actually how to talk to people, manage money. I've worked as a waitress. It really gives me that sense of urgency and how to really appreciate what I'm doing and make sure that my customers are happy and pleased. And I've worked in a few kitchens, and that really gives me the ability to work hard, work fast, make sure that I'm giving out a consistent product. And now I do this job, and this job is above and beyond anything that I would really have expected, and it actually has given me the ability to figure out what I want to do when I finish college. It's also giving me skills that I can use. And now I'm a great speaker. I can actually speak to any group of students and really catch their eye, and that's a lot for me, and I am very happy because of that.
Phenomenal. And you're taking every one of these experiences, these jobs, and you're treating it as a learning experience. You're taking stuff from each one of them, putting it in your little bag of tricks and taking it off with you. That's wonderful.
Wow, and wow.
Now, a culinary roadrunner, is that, if you're not that good at it, do you become, they bust you down to like a culinary Wile E. Coyote? Is that what happens after?
So they really, when we do our training, they really try to inform us, not on what we're doing wrong, but inform us on what we can do better. So when I was actually doing my training, they never said, oh, this was horrible, this was bad. They'd be like, all right, think about incorporating this. Think about adding this. And it really spoke to me because in the beginning, I was talking I don't know how to explain it, 100 words in 30 seconds. I was just rambling. And I also didn't pause. I'm not a very good pauser. I tend to speak too fast and not really ask a lot of questions. And by doing that, it actually allowed me to stop, pause, think about the audience, ask questions, and it's making me a better speaker because of that.
I think it's sounds super similar to the experience that went through when you watch a Food Network show where they coach people in the cooking shows on how to convey information while you're doing it. It's paralleled to that. So you're 20 years old. Yeah. You graduated from here in 16?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
So 20 years old. I have my associate's degree. I actually paid tuition out of pocket.
Wow.
Live in an apartment with my best friend. I'm actually in the SHARP program. I have a 3.8, 3.9 GPA.
Oh, my God.
Bust my butt every day to make sure that this is what I want to do. I go to school because I actually enjoy to go to school. I don't go because someone's telling me to. I actually like going to classes. I like learning. And I think it's a really good field for me right now. I've met a lot of students that have different opinions. But personally, I think that school's really good and very beneficial for anybody who actually wants to go and attend.
Excellent.
And what's the website of the school?
So the website of the school, it's jw.edu. You go online and you can find tons of information about Johnson & Wales University. They have so much to offer their students. It's ridiculous. I have taken advantage of everything they have to offer. I am horrible with studies. They actually have tuition halls that I go to every day. And I get tutored because I actually need that extra help.
Nice.
And they think about that for their students.
And this is the same kid who a few years ago you said you hated high school and you fell asleep in
high
class.
school was not for me. I was disrespected by teachers. The work that they were supplying us with didn't seem challenging enough. It didn't actually get me to want to think about anything. And the college that I go to now, really, they make you think about things. And especially since it's very hands-on, since I did attend culinary classes, the chefs talk to you like you need to be talked to. If something is incorrect, they're going to tell you and they're going to say, fix it. Not because they're trying to be tough, but because they want you to be a better person. So these classes actually made me a better person. They made me appreciate things more because I actually took the classes. Even though it's the same thing I might have taken here or very similar to, it actually allowed me to improve my skills, improve the way I speak to other people, and really respect those that are above me.
Wow.
It's been wonderful having you here. That's a great note
great
for us
closer
to go out on. Yeah, you've done so much in such a short time, and we're proud of you, and we're glad to have you back. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me.
It's so good to see you, and please keep us updated. Come back for return visits. I know you will, but we'll update our podcast listeners as as you unfold and as things unfold. So this is very exciting. Thanks for being here.
Alondra Rivera, thank you very much. Stay tuned, everybody, for the next episode of the MCTS Experience. That's it for this week's MCTS Experience. Thanks for joining us. Please continue to follow us on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, and share this podcast with your friends and tell your friends all about us. I'm Mr. Orff.
I'm Mr. Nash.
Guys, discover your passion
and unlock your future.